Well, then, another day, another problem. This one, it's not too serious, so we're quite lucky. But if you can't tell, under there somewhere we've got ourselves an air leak. Now, I've already checked to see what the air leak is, and it is, that was in the right place to show you, one of them, a brake chamber. And unfortunately, it's leaking about there, where the seal is, so that more than likely be the diaphragm inside that is kaput. We have grabbed ourselves 2 brake chambers, because we've actually got 2 air leaks. We've got one on the offside, one on the offside, this side rear, and offside middle. So we've had to go and grab ourselves 2 shiny new brake chambers to change. It's been a hot minute since I've had these on. And the last time I had them on, they're a little bit snug. So I'm clearly growing, I'm a growing boy. So let's see how tight they are today. Yeah, they're a bit snug around the old chap. Not too bad, they'll do. A bit dirty though. Don't really know what I've been doing to get them that dirty. Right then, so all we need for this job. Well, we don't actually need very much, I don't think. I know for a definite we need a 24mm spanner. So, we need to find ourselves a 24mm spanner out of the parts container. 24, right there. All the bolts are 24mm, and I think the pipe fittings are 24mm. Suppose we'll soon find out. And my torch, which I've just grabbed. Hopefully that's got power. Yes, it's got 3 bars of power. Right. Oh, these aren't very flexible. Ow, my head. Right. We'll put the torch back here. And we'll just check the spanner size. No, 22s. My bet. What about the top one? Yeah, 22s as well. Right, we need to go and get a new spanner. Best thing is we're doing the rear axle first, where we've got the most space behind the trailer, because the next one is the middle axle, which means we need to go over the first axle, or the rear axle, or the first axle, to get to it. So once we've got all the tools that we need for this one, we'll know what we need for that one. And that means that we won't have to keep climbing underneath. We can see that's leaking here. There's a leak there, and there's a leak around the back there. Which obviously, oh my back. If you get stopped by the DVSA and they pull you in and they go underneath that, or they even just stop next to it and they hear that, they'll very clearly PG9 it until such defects are fixed. So 22mm spanner this time. I certainly need to get myself a bit of like rubber mat or something to lie on. So if anybody wants to donate one, that'd be very nice. Right, that's a 22, so that's good. So to get these off, you've got a bolt at the back here and one at the top. Probably actually better off on the other side of the axle. Wheel chock. In there. Just gonna, as another safety precaution, because we're very health and safety conscious here at O.G.BROUGHTON. I want to find something that can go under the front wheels. Not the bit that fell over. This big hammeroid. We chuck it down with rain, which isn't ideal. Just like that. So we've got the wheel chuck there. It's not a proper wheel chuck, but we've got one here, and then we've obviously got one on the other side as well. So now we can let the handbrake off. She's now on the wheel chocks, which is good. Can't kick them out, can I? No. So that's good. Right, they're on the wheel chocks. Let's climb back underneath this. So, what we need to do is there's one bolt here and one bolt here to take off. Once we've undone them, we can slide this off. We can then take the 2 pipes off. We can then put the new chamber on, and then we can put pipes back on, then bolt it back up here, put the handbrake back off. She's good to go. I'm pretty sure it's something in that order anyway. 24. I'll turn it that way. There we go. Come on, mate. Come on. The first one off, I'm going to try the second one. Make sure you don't punch the ground. Ow. Oh, watch your head. Oh, Jesus. No. That one's a bit tighter. Let's try the old spanner trick. More leverage. Right. 2 nuts. 2 nuts removed. Next job is literally just a case of sliding it off. And that's your brake chamber off. Crack the 2 pipes off, take them 2 off, and that's your brake chamber free. With that, I've never seen this before in my life. Oh god, that's gone down my back. I've got a water droplet running down the back of my neck. I'm assuming they're screwed in as well. What's going on here? I'll have to work that out. I might have to take that off here and take this out to put that in there. I probably should have got new ones, but I haven't. And it's 5:10 and I'm probably not going to have them by now, so they're going to shut. So we need to probably, I don't really know what that does. I suppose it's clamping itself down to that. Probably create a tighter seal. Yeah, that's a problem. Disconnect it here, take that out, put that in, put that back on, because that will spin on the pipe, whereas that won't, because the pipes, that pipe there won't spin round here like a windmill. So yeah, that's annoying. Hoses are off. I need to try and take these out. So, right, the next problem we've got is this little thing here is a push fit fitting for the airline to go into, and it's broken off inside. You won't be able to see it, but the plastic's stuck inside that. I need to try and get that out now. How the hell am I going to do this? Brass fitting has got the bit of air pipe that snapped off inside it, so that's no use to me now whatsoever, which is annoying, but it's one of these things, a learning curve for myself. So then take this other brake chamber off, or I'll take the fittings off that one just in case I break another fitting. So then when I go and get, I'm probably going to have to get a Scania or something to go and get some fittings, because there's no going to be open except for them, which is going to cost an arm and a leg, but it is what it is. This needs to be back on the road tomorrow. What's more expensive, a £50 fitting or a day's loss of earnings? I can guarantee it's a fitting. So, this is the bit I wasn't looking forward to, because it's the middle axle. Right, so probably want to go the other side, didn't we? So, same scenario, the handbrake's off, and Flip me, we've got a leaking airbag as well. Have we? Are they leaking or are they just like inflating? I don't know. But this one was leaking earlier, but the handbrake's not on now, so it's not going to leak. So we need to take this bolt out. Oh, don't tell me I've not grabbed the 24. Oh, it's over there. Who said trucks would be fun? I mean, they're all making noises, so I'm assuming they're not leaking, they're just creaking. That's what we're going with at the minute. Right. So again, this one. If this was coming off, it'd be going that way, up the way. Jesus, Johnny. Old spanner trick again. Flip me. Don't do this to me. Try the bottom one. Ah. Oh. There we go. That's a bit of neat. Let's try again with this one. Oh no. Ah, there we go. That's one bolt out. That's one bolt out. Time to go back on the bottom one now. And there's a second bolt. Beautiful. Pull this out again. And that's the second one off. Oh, this one's got a cable attached to it. God's sake, man. I'm guessing that's an ABS sensor. Need to be careful of that, because the next thing we need is an ABS fault. Well, the last thing we need, sorry, is an ABS fault. Right, hopefully the spanner's here to take that off. 22, no. Yeah, it is. Ideal. Not that one. 1738 A. Right. Flipping out. Managed to get that cable tied way out there to keep that ABS cable free. That's still got air in it. So what we're going to do is we'll whip the red line off and see if that does anything. Slacken that off a bit, just so you can still keep hearing it pissing, or not pissing. I tell you, so at this point I wish I had a yard with a shed and a service pit and everything else that goes with it all. Oh, not rolling around in this muck just to keep things running. So that's the second chamber off. So now we need to take these out. This has come out again. Take these out, put these in the new one, and then we need to fit the new one back on in reverse order of what we've just done. That when we take this one out of that hole, we need to put it in this hole on this side, and then the same with this one. We need to make sure we get these right. So these are facing the right way, and then you see how this is in and this is out. So this is handbrake on, this is handbrake off, this is handbrake on, and the only reason that that's in is because of this rod here. And these need to be facing back the way, which you can adjust them ever so slightly. That's tight. Take these off. In the back. Now I think we can wind this out the back. Oh my god, why is that so tough? Beautiful. And then we put the cap on. And that keeps the water out. Well, it won't, but it should. Bolts are on and tight, pipes are on. Job's a peach. That's one done. We've still got the back one to do, but I need to go probably to Scania and go and get it fitted. Which is just, could just do without, couldn't we? But we've got one done, so we'll chuck these over there because we need them over there. We don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. We'll turn that off because we'll need that shortly to do the last one. And yeah, then we just fire it up, fill it with air, make sure everything still works. Job's a peach. Before we go, we'll put the handbrake back on, turn the ignition off, and we'll grab a can of juice. Not letting me in. Bought a Merc now, and they're not wanting to let me in. This is bad crack from Scania. I've been sat here for about 10 minutes now trying to get in. Keep pressing that wee thing for the buzzer, but there we go, finally. So yeah, they had this top bit here, which is all we needed. So that's what's broken on this end, where the pipe's broken out inside there. So guess how much for the pleasure? For the pleasure of turning up at, I think it's about 7:30 at night or whatever it is, and picking up this piece. £17.02 plus the VAT. 17 quid plus the VAT. So £20.42. That is scandalous. And for making me sit and wait at the gates for 10 minutes before I came in. Awful behaviour, that. Anyway, let's get back to the yard. Let's get this fitted so I can get home. Right, fitting on and then we just need to fit the new bit, which is here, onto the old air pipe. But we could probably do with cutting that just to make that a nicer join. Round edge. And then all we need to do is take our new fitting, shove that in the hole, and that's it in. And then we screw that onto that there, and job's a peach. So we need to chuck this, there you go, chuck this on here. Is that the right way around? No. Put it that way. Chuck that on there. So we've got one new brake chamber fitted, two new brake chamber fitted. These airbags sound like they're leaking a little bit. Probably shouldn't put that bit in. Now we just need to connect all the airlines up and fire the truck up, run it, and make sure we're getting pressure and no air leak. I need to take these overalls off, well, at least halfway down, just so I can get in that truck, start it, because I want to get them. As you can probably see, they are extremely dirty now. So try and keep them away from the Merc. Right. That should start building up pressure in the trailer, and that should start to tell us then if anything is leaking. So we'll build up pressure. Sorry, I'm trying to do my ovies up a little bit so they don't fall off. Build up a little bit of pressure, and then we'll switch it off. We'll listen out for air leaks. This can go in here for the scrap. So far so good. Sounds like everything's warming up and building up air. Doesn't sound like there's any air leaks so far, just from listening. What we'll do is find the park brake, because we've had the handbrake off. We'll take our overalls off. I'll tell you what, shut this container first, because I think we're finishing here. Take our overalls off. No, we haven't finished in there. Put the hammer back. And then we'll take the wheel chocks out, put the wheel chocks back on, and then we'll just move the truck forwards and backwards and just make sure everything's working and no. Also, I've had a thought. Do we change the colour of the white bit at the bottom? Do we get like a grey that matches this to do the bottom? Or do we do the bottom like a green like this? Or do we leave it white? Let me know in the comments what you think we should do with the bottom half. Do we leave it white? Do we wrap it grey? Or do we wrap it green? Let me know what you think. You have got to be joking me. What is it doing? It's just revving the hell of itself. I've not touched anything, it's just started revving itself. What? Doing it again. It's doing it again. That's bizarre. That's really loud as well. I've never known a lorry to do that before. Unless it's doing a regen, but after 6,000 miles, what's to do a regen? Hear that? That just sounds like it's burning flipping diesel for no reason. Could have done that tomorrow when we're on the road. It's getting hot enough. Wheel chock's back. That is a regen, surely not for a regen. Oh, it stinks. Must be doing a regen. Aha. Exhaust system cleaning active. Great. How long does it do that for? Because I want to go home. Right then, so it's finally calmed itself down, and I'm assuming that's going to be... Nah, it's not too bad. I can't imagine it did a regen like that. It does stink, but no smoke came out. A regen after 6,000 miles. I'm surprised. Very concerned we've got ourselves an ABS light on. Not good. And we've got some other trailer warning light on. Not good either. I wonder if I just run it forwards and backwards a bit, it resets it. Here's hoping. So far so good. We just dragged the brake. Brake on the other side dragging. Sounds like it's dragging. Honestly, man, I can't be bothered with this. No. Yes. Just dragged that one. Why is that one not coming off? I'll put the airlines on the right way around. Maybe I've not put the airlines on the right way around. Hopefully this time we've cured it. So press the brake pedal, yeah. This is a good sign. We've got no ABS warning lights or anything like that, so that means to be... Oh, there we go. No draggy brakes. I don't think anyway. All wheels are turning. Yes. I can't believe it. I put the hose on the wrong way around. Actually managing to get finished for the night. 2 brake chambers repaired. No more air leak. And do you know something? I'm not even going to sugarcoat this and kid it on. Like, 1, I knew what I was doing, and 2, like, I'm just not even going to kid on that it's not taking me probably 5 hours to change to. Granted, I had to go to Scania and get that bit, but it's probably just taken me 5 hours. No. Oh, that was lucky. I'm going to kid myself on like I knew what I was doing. So, not only have I learnt something tonight, I've also saved myself probably, let's say a mechanic took an hour each. Mechanics, what, £75 an hour, so 140 quid. Plus, if he was supplying the parts, there'd be another probably 20 quid on top of them. He might not have cost me £20 for a bloody brass fitting. So I've probably saved money today. In fact, I've lost time. Time's okay, but I've saved money, and I've also really cut my finger. But we'll not worry about that. So those spring brake disc with NU, whatever that means, they're £106. We got a £25.50 discount, so it was £80.76 each. So 160 odd quid, 162 quid in total for the 2 things, and then £20. Wow, 70. That's ex-VAT. So that's ex-VAT. So 17 quid something for the fitting. So in all, it's cost us 170 quid. No, sorry, 180 quid, roughly. Whereas if I was paying a mechanic to that, I reckon I'd be about 350. That would be my guess if they were supplying the parts, 350. So I've saved myself probably another 150 quid, which again, I've lost my night, but it is what it is, isn't it? That's part of running a business, so I've just got to go with it. Plus, I've learned something, which I said before, I've learned something, so yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it as a, I'll take it as a draw. I wouldn't take it as a win, I'll take it as a draw. So yeah, we are just now heading home, going for a shower, probably grabbing McDonald's on the way home because I can't be bothered doing any cooking now. Go home, I've got a bit of the paperwork there I need to scan to somebody, and then that's me, so that will only take 2 minutes, and then I'm going to my bed. So yeah, wake up and start it all again tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching, as per usual, and yeah, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.